All right, guys, this is the first episode of The Den of the Silver Fox. This is your host, Cagney. We got Chase.
Hello.
Jake,
Hello.
and Tor here with us today for this week's episode.
What's up?
Dude, your dog's gonna pull this cord.
Yeah, the dog's gonna fuck it up, dude.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's alright.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Yeah.
I would be surprised if it wasn't one of us.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna beat this dog.
It's not episode 1. Dog beat.
Welcome to the Fox's Den, where we beat animals.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
God.
shut the
I'm
fuck
your
up.
Minus all
He
subscribers.
ran away because he hurt me off.
Hey, bro, I solved the problem, didn't I?
Disclaimer.
No, this is not what we talk about on this podcast.
Well, then why do we name it after an animal? It's not about animals.
Pop culture to animal abuse. Let's go.
There it was. There's pop number 1.
Michael Vick will be next week's episode.
Oh, God, dude.
So a seal ran into a club the other day.
Oh my god.
I like it when Vinny fucks up his own jokes.
Dude, I don't give a fuck.
Extraction.
He'll be like, how do you make a napkin dance?
How do you make a napkin dance?
He said, like, how do you make a napkin sad or something like that? He
Yeah.
goes, put a little boogie in it. Everybody's like, what?
Oh my god.
All right, we've already derailed it.
Yes.
Extraction.
Extraction.
Yeah.
Extraction.
Are we starting with the movie?
Yeah, we'll start with the
Yeah,
movie.
Might as
yeah.
well.
So we just watched Extraction on Netflix.
Chris
Number one.
Hemsworth is my bae.
I think he's everyone's bae.
He can
I
dick
want
me
to watch 2
down.
hours of him in anything, doing anything. Literally.
Just like we did with 2 hours of him being shot full of holes.
We don't want to spoil anything.
I think we should
Well,
start
it
with
is a
spoilers.
review.
Oh,
and
start
end
with
with spoilers.
Start
So
with
this will-
spoilers.
This will
All
be a
right.
And
spoiler.
end with non-spoilers.
All right.
Hey, spoiler alert.
Because what does everybody else do? Non-spoilers and then spoilers. So we
Yeah.
start
Well, no,
with
they give an
spoilers.
alert. You got to do like Tor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yes.
And
Chris
spoiler
Hemsworth
alert.
Gets fucking Swiss cheese, my guy. Like,
Spoiler
yes.
alert
Bop bop. And it's a little bit of bop.
to a Netflix movie nobody cares.
Exactly.
Let's not forget the fact that this is because 2 rival gangs in India.
All right, somebody explain what the plot is.
Yes.
All right. So
Cagney's the most competent.
Yeah.
essentially, what happens is drug lord's son gets kidnapped by a rival drug lord in India, and Chris Hemsworth is a mercenary that gets hired to steal him back.
He's a sad mercenary, though.
Yeah, sad
He's
panda that lost a
He has
son.
clinical depression and loves Oxycontin.
Yes,
We all.
OxyContin and alcohol, as we all do.
I fucking love that.
Scott.
Shots!
No.
It's time for a shot.
Dude, I feel bad for the ears.
Oh,
Anybody
yeah.
ever
Yeah.
listens to this, their ears are
Oh yeah. Well, I'm right on the mic too.
Hey, so
Considering this mic can pick up like his little paw pad prints.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
dude.
you screaming
That's good.
into the fucking...
That's good. I apologize. Headphone warning. Spoiler warning.
headphone
Today we're going to be
users.
talking about Extraction. Chris Hemsworth.
Are you just repeating
No.
everything we just said?
No, I liked it.
Spoiler alert. The kid gets attached to Chris Hemsworth like anyone else would.
He's a parasite.
Dude, Chris Hemsworth saved me, bro.
Dude, Chris
Oh,
Hemsworth
sorry.
could pick me up and swing me any day of the week.
Yo, if he cradled my head after I just bopped off a person, I
So-
would be the happiest person in the world.
There is a scene where Chris Hemsworth picks a man up and breaks another man's neck with said man that he picked up.
like a fucking swing dancer.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was glorious. And he could swing me like that any day. Chris Hemsworth.
I don't know. My favorite part was also the leg sweeps with the fucking
Oh!
tree trunk legs.
Yeah, so like he leg kicked motherfuckers and they went down like you would
Yeah.
if you've never been
Yeah.
kicked in the leg by a giant man.
Not to mention how many freaking police officers there were. Holy
Yeah, I think
crap.
India is a lawless nation now because of all the dead cops that he slayed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they
I
were
think
already in the
murdered- what's
pocket
what's
of the
kill
drug
count?
lord.
Well, like, I don't even know. Were
That's a
they,
good question.
That's what
actually.
I'm
like,
saying.
it was police, and then some of them were, like, fucking...
I think it was SWAT.
It looked
I think
like
it was SWAT.
military. Yeah, it was
There
like
was
a
different
SWAT.
levels, obviously.
Yeah, because you had the guys in black, and then you had the regular, like, Indian police guys.
Either way, the one drug lord basically owned the fucking SWAT team. He was like,
the chief of police or whatever.
yeah,
it was.
he was on like the payroll or whatever.
He was like an Olympic level sniper, apparently.
Yeah,
Right?
he, was,
Why
he
is
had
the
that shit
colonel
like fucking
sniping?
mounted up on
Where's my
his
rifle?
cheek. Fucking deep breath in, out, fucking dome and yeah.
Well, he got domed,
Or
so that's
the
good.
the one shot action scenes where the camera would follow the crew, like the fucking first.
Yeah,
one,
the
where they're going
no
to the-
cuts, no cuts. Yeah,
There you go.
that was
That was
pretty
dope.
good. It's a little dizzying. Like I imagine if we watched it in like a theater, that'd be kind of dizzying. But on the
It's all
TV
about
here,
me.
oh dude, it's all about it.
Dude, I made
That's
it through
nice.
Blair Witch. I think I can make it
Made
through.
it
Blair Witch
Touche.
is on another level of shaky cam.
All right, it says the kill count's triple digits, but it doesn't say what it is.
It's gotta be at least. Well, I don't know about triple.
Well, the
His name
opening,
is Tyler Rake.
the opening scene, he fucked him, dude. He killed that dude with a rake in the beginning,
He did.
and his
Yeah,
last
yeah,
name
that's
was
what I see,
Tyler.
that's right.
Ironic.
Yeah, that's irony. Right
True.
there.
Foreshadow.
Foreshadowing. There's a rake
Foreshadow?
involved.
There's no
Somebody
foreshadow.
may or may not get killed with a
They
rake.
don't even tell us his last name, really.
I guess it's just
I think
foreshadowing.
that- No,
Nobody
because
kills.
they did when they're in the house where the
Yeah, the
fucking-
kid asked about is like,
Yeah,
you
he's
know
like,
that they're a
"Is that
gardening
a
tool.
gardening
Later,
equipment?"
they-
Yeah.
Yeah, they had this cliche scene with the kid, like
bonding
ask,
scene.
it wasn't even
Like,
a
why are
bonding
you
scene.
so sad?
He was like,
And he's like,
so
"Oh,
how
my
did
son
your
died."
kid kill him? Or he didn't kill himself. He's like, how did your kid die? How did your wife?
And
Chris
Shouting.
Hemsworth just starts
Shouting.
crying in front of this child.
Yeah.
He just starts crying. Well, he is drunk.
Well, maybe
I'll
if the
give him
kid had
that.
like shut up, be like, dude, you're obviously touching a
Bro,
very
Okay,
bad
but
clearly
subject.
doesn't
calm
have
down.
social
He needed
skills,
an
bro.
outlet, all right? Y'all men and your pent-up emotions
He's
about
gonna.
traumatic
Keep your liberal
life events.
politics out of this podcast.
Look,
Liberal
this is-
politics is not
He
politics,
got
it's
his
psychoanalysis.
pent up emotions out by killing David Harbour.
Yeah, but
Well, the
they were
kid,
friends, bro.
They
yeah.
were friends. He saved
He
his
sold
life.
his ass. He sold him out.
Okay, but
Well-
listen, in theory, right?
He's
If
trying
you
to
guys
protect
are both black market mercenaries, his job is to go into a country, work for one drug lord to steal a kid back from another drug lord, right? That dude, in theory, should have no rules,
True.
right?
Fair
so
enough.
his buddy, whose life, if you're David Harbour, right? Chris Hemsworth saved your life in Afghanistan, right? So you're in this situation where you're in, like, I'm in India, we're stuck, you can't get out of the city, right? So you're like, fuck it. They will pay us $10 million to just give him the kid, right? We're both black market. That's a reasonable thing to do,
Yeah.
right? That's not unreasonable. Then Chris Hemsworth has this like change of heart where he's like, I'm gonna save this kid no matter what. It's
Well, you
representative
know
of my
what? Because
child
he's a
that I
fucking
died.
human being. Weird. Crazy, I know.
Well, then
Selling human
he
beings
shouldn't be
for
in the
money.
black market mercenary.
They have to
That's what I'm
humanize the
saying.
black market
Mm.
assassin.
Yeah. He's not
It's
like
Chris
a.
Hemsworth. He humanizes any role.
He killed 400,000 people. What is a 14-year-old boy? That's all I'm saying.
Dude, the kid even said he's just like, every time I sit across the dinner table from my father, I just remember he killed someone's dad today. Chris Hemsworth fucking murked the entire police force. The entire city is now a widow.
There's a lot of orphans.
Yes.
Some people.
Lots of orphans.
Triple-digit orphans.
Yeah.
So many incomes lost.
And all those people that they just blew up the random shit in the streets too, like in
Yeah.
shops and like.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of collateral.
There's a lot of people with
Yeah.
scurvy now
There's
because
no
they
fuss
shot
there.
all the oranges.
And those kids that he let get away are probably scarred.
Oh, yeah. He slapped the fuck out of
Asshole.
some kids. There was that.
Dude, that was awesome.
Dude.
He opened it and stabbed the motherfuckers like 8
threw
times,
them.
dude.
Yeeted
Let's
him
not
across the
forget
fucking
the
street.
fucking bitch tits dude who threw up.
Oh
in the
yeah!
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so
right.
there was
Oh,
a
bitch
kid.
tits.
There was a scene
Shot
where
up the
where
roof.
bitch tits Magoo, fucking big boy Floyd, coming out of here with the tits of Jesus, fucking coming out.
Jesus.
He picked up little boy Timmy and sent him on his way down a lonely road of fucking pain.
Did that guy ever die?
No,
No.
no.
I
Disappointed.
wish.
Just his
He has
boss.
that face that I
Yeah,
just want
just the
him
boss.
to die.
Bitch tits is out there eating
The hot
curry,
Indian chick
bro.
blew the boss away. That's about
Yeah,
it.
the Indian chick in the fucking bathroom where she
Dude,
drugged
there's
her.
like 20
What do you
With
want?
like the Miss America gown.
Your dog just
Yeah,
licked
right?
That shit was sexy though.
here.
Yeah, it
She was,
was.
she was
Her
hot.
haircut
but
She's
yeah.
sucked.
like
Yeah.
walking into the men's bathroom with piss all on the floor with her flowing
Yeah,
gown
100%.
to
Have
shoot
you
him in the face.
have you ever been to a urinal that does not have a U shape of piss underneath it, especially in a place where people are drinking?
It's like a splatter, bro.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So her dress has
Man,
piss and blood.
I try to avoid urinals.
That's what I'm saying. You
That
should
kid-
never come in contact with him.
I fucking hope I don't. I mean, she willingly went into contact.
Maybe she's used to having like one of those little fucking funnels, like
trying
the
to commit a
fucking the
murder.
chick funnel.
That's pretty weird though. The guy didn't question it at all. He just kind of like,
He's like,
and she just turned like she
wait,
pull like
wait.
a.
I got the vibe that he instantly was like, fuck.
He was in. Yeah, he was like. Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm either getting lucky.
I'm paying for my crimes. Ooh, consequences.
Consequences. Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa.
We're sweet.
Mazel tov.
Overall,
All right.
pretty dope movie.
Was it Chris Hemsworth at the end? That's the question.
Yeah, the blurry figure
Yeah.
with
I
I
blonde
think it's left
hair.
It's left up for interpretation.
That was his
dirty
dad.
blonde hair.
That was his dad.
I don't know. No, he
That
has
was
like
bad.
light hair.
If it does well enough, they'll make a second one.
Well, he had a hat on though, so you can't really tell if it was
There's
really.
no fucking hat.
I'm sure it was
It's just
actually
his
him
hair.
as a stand-in, but at the same time, like, is it going to be a sequel?
Like I said,
probably not.
it's left up.
It is a
Yeah.
Netflix
Maybe it's someone who wants to
movie.
kill him.
I don't
Like,
think there will ever be a sequel.
Yeah.
Bro, Netflix
Netflix have.
Netflix is fucking capitalizing on this
I don't know,
shit
man.
right
Like,
now.
there's not really a
Is
lot of
Netflix
sequels in
still
Netflix.
Is Netflix still like hella in debt?
I don't even
I
know.
don't think
Because
so, man.
no, I'm pretty sure.
They probably.
I'm gonna look at it. From
Like,
what I
in
understand, they are
bankruptcy.
like
Super in debt.
Netflix. Debt.
I mean, especially right now, that's all people are doing is just watching.
yeah,
Netflix.
but what I'm saying is, Netflix debt is 14.8 billion,
Oh.
Fuck.
rising steady for the past 5 years. Yeah, because from what I understand, they keep buying stuff, but like, who doesn't have Netflix? And also, how many people like share accounts?
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
They're
like
not getting any new revenue.
exactly. It's not a lot of people signing. Like who signed up for Netflix
True.
because of COVID? You know what I'm saying? Everybody already had it. They're just watching more of it. You know what I'm saying?
I have an
enough.
account with
Yeah.
my brothers.
I don't know how.
But they
that's
are still
resolved.
getting monthly payments. Like, it's every
That's
month.
why
Yeah,
they
but
that's why
compared to
monthly
what,
payment
like,
keeps
how much they
going up.
pay for the proceeds of these movies to be able to air them and like hold on to them for like years.
Well,
at a
like
time.
Adam Sandler's movie, that fucking Diamond one. I think he got like
Oh,
Well, I
Uncut
think-
Diamonds?
yeah. I think his Netflix movie deal is like $100 million.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Which is fucking ridiculous.
Well,
That's
what-
just paying Adam Sandler. That's
that's the
not even-
thing, man. Like
paying
people are
for
doing
the
that, like Dave Chappelle, Adam Sandler, like all these guys that are making like multiple movies and specials and things like that. All these comedians, like that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Lot of
for
money.
content.
Yeah,
So,
but
they are hella in debt.
overall, I'd give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It's worth a watch.
Was it the best action movie I've ever seen? No, but as far as like Netflix movies go, with just like one main actor in it, it was pretty good.
On a scale from no stars to half a star, what do you give it?
I'm gonna give it props for like the environmental kills and stuff. Like, that was kind of cool. I don't see that a lot in
Yeah.
movies.
Killing somebody with another person.
Yeah, right. Also with a wall
He
and a
lifted
rake.
another man who
and-
broke another
Yeah,
man's neck.
broken rake. Yeah,
Swung him
Full
around.
fucking spin around.
leg sweeping for days.
Oh god,
Like half cartwheels in those guys.
what a
God,
savage!
God,
Mm.
that hurt.
All right, is there anything else about this movie?
Besides how attractive he was, no.
Yeah, even being Swiss cheese, he was pretty sexy.
Yeah.
It is Chris
Dripping
Hemsworth.
Even
blood.
with more holes in
Did
Roberto,
he have
they're
his-
still hot as
He
fuck.
might have been moist, but I was moister.
Did he have his Australian accent?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
They
thought.
literally
It
picked
started
him
off
up
in-
from
in-
Australia.
Yeah, I know, but
Maybe
like
you
I
should
didn't
get
know.
off your phone.
Yeah,
and
he
watch the
jumped
movie.
in the water after sleeping
I saw it. I saw the
Outback.
Australia
in
thing.
the outback.
Then why are you asking dumb questions?
Because I
You
can't
aren't
remember.
paying
I
attention.
always
Yes.
associate with him.
He
with
was
Thor.
legit Australian
Okay.
in this.
He has the Australian accent as Thor too.
No, that's different.
Yeah, he does.
It's different.
He just
It's
speaks
a
how he is.
regal
It's different.
thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's
No, it's
Scandinavian.
not.
It's different.
It is.
Bro,
Anyway,
you can't tell me he's doing
Australian
a
and
different accent.
Scandinavian
He might not
is two
fucking be
different
like
things.
Crockett, but he's fucking doing the same accent.
it is not the same Australian.
It
It's not an
is.
Australian accent.
Oh my god,
No.
this fucking guy.
We'll leave that up for
Just
debate.
how he talks, bro.
Whatever.
So everyone gives it a thumbs up, though.
Yeah.
I give it half a star.
It's
On
worth a
scale
watch.
of No stars to half a star.
Yeah, it's worth a watch.
Very
Okay.
much so.
All right, now Dead Space.
Dead Space. What about Dead Space?
What about it?
This right here.
What?
Oh, he's saying
Oh.
that there's going to be Dead
I
Space.
thought you
Oh,
meant the
yeah.
game. I was
Oh yes,
There's
welcome.
a game called Dead
welcome
Space.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't
to-
know
Like a
that.
horror game.
Welcome to the part of the show where there's Dead Space. Dead Space initiate.
Dude,
But I'm actually interested to hear you. I was talking to Chase about it last night, how Call of Duty is cutting down on hackers and shit.
Ah,
Yeah.
fucking
Vinny
Call
has
of Duty.
opinions.
Let me tell
Wait,
you.
give it a little info.
Stop
So
yelling.
70,000 people, 70,000 hackers are now going to be on a hack list. And apparently, if you keep hacking, now what I've been reading is you're going to be pointed into a match with other hackers.
Good.
So it's going to be like hacker versus hacker.
So a bunch of other games do that, and they do like the hacker on hacker thing. And I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, that's just you're still letting the hackers play and shit." It's like, so
That's
what
I said.
what the devs do is they do that purposely to look and see what hacks they're using and ways that they can block those hacks.
It's like a research thing.
Yeah, it's a research thing. They're basically using the hackers as little test dummies.
Yeah, because
what?
Because the more you
To
play
look
with
up
it,
ways to delete their hacks and like ban
right?
it.
So you can see what they're
Yeah.
doing, and you can see the programming with it, and so you can identify that, and then have like a counter to it.
It's to see vulnerabilities.
Can you just
basically.
not build a game where you can't?
With a
No.
team of 5 people that
Well, there's
fucking
gonna
look
be-
up
th-
hacks.
That's the thing, man. Like this game was probably made 2 years ago, so the software is probably obsolete already, and they're gonna have ways around that kind of stuff too.
The thing with coding is there's always going to be a loophole because coding is so complex.
There's always
What-
going to be hackers.
What I'm saying is, I don't know anything, but you have to install or put these fucking hacks in, right?
Yes.
So is there not a way to make the game to where you have any alteration to the code or anything like that where it's not compatible?
That's
Because they're
That's what they're
identifying
trying to do.
they're identifying these guys anyway, right? So why can't you just
That's what
from the
they're-
get go just
That's
fucking,
literally what they're trying to do right
yeah.
now.
It just takes time, man.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
It's hard to do. It's
Because
like a very
Look, I can't fucking
selective
do it.
coding process.
But there's also a thing that that would be like a breach in people's privacy because say you download a game and say it's like, all right, whatever. What gives like the game company's right to go into your computer and be like, all right, he's using all the files that we gave them instead of being like, oh, I want to download this, download it, put it in the game files. And it's just like, oh, there's a different game file on his computer. Delete, ban.
Yeah, there's a
No,
lot
I'm
of
saying
legality issues.
making the game incompatible. So if you put what is that fucking automatic headshot shit, right?
Yeah.
If you have that on your thing when you log into the multiplayer, like that additional bit of code that you have to have attached to the game, right?
Yeah.
To fucking use it.
Well, that's the thing. You
Like I
can
said,
turn
I
it
don't
on.
know how it works, so this might not be how it works. But
It's slightly more complicated than that.
right.
But at least they're like going leaps and bounds from just having 5 guys sit in a room and like screen things that people have sent them saying like, oh, hey, is this guy hacking or not? As opposed to that going and actually making software and having a team of developers look into this kind of shit,
Going to
It
like
all
Fortnite.
boils down
Yeah.
to if you hack on video games, your mom's a hoe.
Your mom's a hoe.
Yes.
Or you just really are such a tryhard
Or
for
lonely.
something that really does not matter.
That's what
Yeah.
we were talking about yesterday too. Is I was like, what do you gain from it besides like wins? Like
The
you're
thing-
not
Yeah.
getting. You're
That's
not
also
getting.
people care about though.
You're not getting paid. Who gives a fuck, man? And also, you're not winning. You know.
Well,
What
that's
I
the
mean?
thing, man. At the end of the day, it really doesn't give you
if
anything.
you were getting money, I would get it. But like, if you're just winning and fucking, like they looked at like that shit we were watching. That dude had 15,000 headshots or whatever in 12 games, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
It's like you just look like a fucking faggot. So
Yeah.
It just looks like you live in your mom's basement, eat a bunch of Fritos, and hack Call of Duty, and ruin my fucking day.
and ruin my
You
day.
fucking fuck. Fuck you.
Yeah, we all know it ruins your day. But
Yes, a lot of
ruin
things.
our day when you
it.
fucking scream
Yes, yes.
through 4 walls.
Yes. Breathing, that ruins my day.
But the good thing is they're taking steps and they're obviously, well, I say obviously, but trying to fix it at least. We'll see how it goes. But
Ooh,
Yeah.
I had something to bring to you,
Oh,
Cagney.
shit, Vinny's
Oh.
got-
Yeah,
look at
It's
this
like
guy.
I'm actually participating in the
Contributing.
podcast rather than.
all right, let's hear it.
Okay.
Anyway.
What do you think of Battlefield 5? Their last update. They are no longer bringing updates to the game. The game is done. Like it is the shitty worst thing I've ever downloaded and deleted off my Xbox.
So I played a little of it in the beginning, but being that it was not that good, I did uninstall it.
So the beginning of Battlefield 5. I'll tell the story, the tragic story of Battlefield 5, starting with the launch trailer. Oh dear Lord. When they pictured World War II, females with bionic arms and fucking all this wacky shit. They're like, yeah, it's World War II, but it's not real World War II, or it's battles that no one really knows about.
Yeah, the
like,
obscure shit.
like
Yeah.
Norway and like who? No, when
Everybody just wants to do fucking.
I
Normandy
want to
and
storm
fucking
the
Iwo Jima.
beaches.
That's it.
They added Iwo Jima,
I know.
and Iwo Jima was fun. All right, it was good. And then they were like, oh, we'll add more of this stuff. And things kind of like went up. And then they started to go down and down. And then they added Battle Royale, which now that's a ghost town. If you didn't know, Battlefield 5 has a shitty Battle Royale. And then
I've never played Battlefield 5 ever, so I don't know.
now they're like,
Literally nothing.
They're not boom, it's done. No more updates. No more DLC. No Normandy.
I don't think many people are going to be crying themselves asleep at night because of that.
No. But if they make Bad Company 2 or 3, Bad Company 3, because they made Bad Company 2 is awesome. That's probably my favorite Battlefield.
I really want to play the Predator game that just came out.
What Predator?
Yeah, we were just watching fucking.
So essentially, yeah, it just came out, I think, last month or like the beginning of April, late March. But you can either play as like a predator and hunt down all the humans, or you play as like, say, a spec ops unit that's going behind in the jungle and killing like cartel when they're trying to escape the predator before he kills everybody. Yeah. But like one of those monster games where you play as the monster or the humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the?
You know what I can talk shit about? Black Ops 4. Fuck Black Ops 4.
Dude,
it's the worst fucking game I've ever
Call of
played.
Duty.
I paid $60 for that shit. It's fucking terrible.
Call of Duty made a 360. I when they started doing all futuristic shit and like, pick your hero. This dude's Samurai fucking Jack over here with the Ripper sword or whatever the fuck that was.
They're just trying to compete with shit like Overwatch and.
I don't even like
Six and
Overwatch.
shit.
I do not like Overwatch.
I don't like first-person shooters.
I like Overwatch.
Like Call of Duty's
I've
the
played
only
it for
one
a
I
while.
play.
I'm just not like, I've always preferred Battlefield. And then Battlefield 5 came out, and then I was like, this is atrocious. This is like...
I think they're going to go back to something like modern day, like Battlefield 4.
They should. They really
should. I think they're going to have to do that to be able to compete with Modern Warfare.
Yes.
But let me ask you this. Do you think that they're going to come out with something right at the launch of the new consoles next year?
When did
No, I'm going to say they will wait. I think what Battlefield, the fucking roadmap for Battlefield, when they made Battlefield 5, they already said that game was going to take them into 2022. Obviously, they might be having second thoughts.
Yeah.
And EA is known to be EA is just a shit company in general. I fucking hate EA. But it's like...
You said it was pretty bad to work for, right?
It's EA... I think it was like 2 or 3 years in a row, they won the award of worst company ever. Like, most disliked company in the U.S.
There are sweatshops in India. Get EA is the worst company.
Awful. Like even look at fucking Battlefront. Like when Battlefront 2 came out, where it was like you gotta buy loot boxes to win the game. Fuck that. No.
Pay to win.
Get out of
Really
here
bad.
with that
Pay
shit.
to win.
But it got better though, right? That's what
It did well. So there
For a
was
little
this,
while.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's great now. People love it. It's just like, I don't know if there was like a lawsuit or whatever, or like there was a law that was like, oh, technically loot boxes is like gambling and you're extorting money out of like fucking 12-year-olds that are like, I want Luke Skywalker with a blue lightsaber.
Oh, look at Fortnite.
Well, fucking buy $80 worth of...
exactly 3 times. It was terrible. So
I fucking
I
hate
can't get
Fortnite.
behind it.
No,
I can't get
I
behind
do not
Fortnite.
like Fortnite either.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Travis Scott concert at Fortnite.
Yeah, what is that? It's my turn.
I don't know what that was.
So apparently that's the newest update is that update event, whatever you want to call it, is Travis Scott, I guess, did some kind of partnership with Fortnite and did a live concert as like part of like a new DLC.
Concert?
Yeah, he did
Oh
a live
yeah,
concert
he did a
as like a
concert
3D person.
in
um,
Fortnite.
Yeah, on Fortnite.
It was-
And now I guess when you go in, it's the new update is called Astronomical. And it's supposed to be like some kind of mod for the level, and they're either bringing back an old one or modifying it, or I'm not real sure because I don't play it because I think it's a garbage game, but that's just me.
This is the worst idea.
But apparently people were freaking out
Isn't
about it.
Fortnite
Like,
for children? Why is Travis Scott doing it?
So Fortnite originally started off as like a zombie game,
see, I played that.
yeah,
That was kind of cool.
it was like a co-op zombie survival game, and then they were like, oh, let's make a battle royale, and now it's like fucking. You hear the keyboards of people playing that. It's like trying to build shit. It's
Well, I mean,
like,
that one
it's
kid,
stupid.
like earlier this year or last year, won what, $1 million for.
But he's a kid.
Yeah, he's like 16.
Yeah, good for him. There's fucking Grumptopus Ninja, fucking almost 30 years old playing that. Dude.
Did
like-
Fortnite invent Battle Royale?
No.
No. I think
Where's the first?
I think
The
PUBG.
first one, I
Fortnite
think, was
not
like.
the first. I know Fortnite and PUBG were the two.
Well, what do you mean? Okay,
the
so
first
let me
ones
ask you
that
this:
I
what do you
remember.
define as battle royale? Because GoldenEye, back in N64, back in the '90s,
Does
was
that-
like a
that doesn't
first-person
count as
battle
battle
royale.
royale.
Like
that
was a battle royale.
that was more.
I thought you started with a loadout.
No,
No,
that was more. You're thinking more on the line. So
Okay, how about online large scale battle royale?
Halo.
No, you're thinking first person shooter still, or like a fucking arena shoot, like kind of how Unreal Championship was,
Battle
where
Royale is
you
more-
start out with like a shitty gun, and then there's pickups all
Yeah,
throughout the
Halo
map.
had that back in the day.
Yeah,
They
but
had,
that's not a battle royale. That is an arena shooter.
What's the difference?
yeah. That's what I'm asking. Like, what do you guys
Battle
consider
Royale
a
Arena
battle
shooters
royale?
is team still, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
still teams.
So-
battle
So
royale.
who was the first to do a battle royale?
Yeah, let me Google this shit. What is?
For me, growing up, Halo was the first one on the original Xbox. You start off with just a pistol, and then you ran around and grabbed like a rocket launcher.
Yeah, I
or the
remember,
fucking-
but that
yeah.
was never
But
called
was
battle royale.
was that with online players?
You could play
a
online.
predetermined
I know you-
100
yeah.
people.
Not 100.
I know.
No.
I'm saying when was the first battle royale? Because Fortnite was the first time I ever heard of a battle royale.
I think PUBG came out way before that, right?
But then
PUBG when it was a beta.
PUBG was
like a beta when it first came out,
PUBG was. It says on Google. PUBG
Well, with
was
the
first.
way things are now, like the Warzone and that kind of shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was PUBG because you start off with literally nothing. Your character's even butt naked.
Yeah.
And you run around, you grab shit like a frying pan.
In a
or-
motorcycle helmet.
yeah, stuff
I've
with
seen
random stuff like that.
I
You
was
know,
wondering which one
all that
was
kind of shit.
first.
I'm pretty sure it was PUBG. Was the,
Yeah,
the
it-
modern like we think of it battle royale now.
It says on this that PUBG was the first
Okay.
battle royale.
Yeah. So, but I mean, obviously, it's kind of going to the wayside now because.
Well, no, PUBG is still super popular.
It is.
Well, I mean,
People-
compared to like everyone's playing Warzone, it's got like 13 million players online.
Yeah, but you got to think too. Those are people all like PUBG is a computer game. Like it's mainly
True. Well, this is a
and
Warzone
they just sprouted out to like console and shit. You got to think.
Yeah.
A lot more people that like game and do all that shit is more computer. They're not really
Yeah, PC
console.
players. Yeah.
So people don't take into account the numbers of PC players versus.
Well, I think it was
like-
you telling me that Warzone's free now, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Warzone.
the battle,
Warzone
the
was
battle royale itself
So
is free.
Warzone is free. Call
Yes.
of Duty is.
as soon
Yes.
as Warzone came out, it's free to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, obviously is going to boost their numbers up
Yeah.
because people are going to want to buy shit and cosmetics or just buy the full game and all that kind of stuff.
Cagney played the free multiplayer in there. He was like, "What is this? This is weird." And I was like, "Look at it, bro. It says free multiplayer weekend."
Yeah.
That's
He's
disgusting.
like, "I think I'm playing core."
Yeah, I was like, why am I putting a full mag into somebody and they're still shooting me in the face? Dude. Sucks. But yeah.
Let's talk about how Cagney sucks at Warzone.
Let's talk about how.
Hold on.
Let's talk about how earlier Cagney was pointing at when he died when you guys were playing Gunfight. He had the fucking revolver, and he looked at me like
Don't scream, just
he,
explain.
He looked at me like something was wrong, and I was like, Cagney, you shot the ground. Like he was like, bah, 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 like fucking
I
like
just wanted to make you move
45
around, okay?
degree angles, and he's like, you saw that, you know that. I was like, Cagney, that was probably the worst aim I have ever seen. He's like,
All right.
So here's the thing. No, we're gonna scratch.
Hold on.
Scrap this right
Scrap
now.
it.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
we're
We
scrapping
got
it.
actually. We're gonna have to cut it actually because we only got about 45 seconds for the maximum amount of time because we can only record 30 minutes.
All right, love you.
Fucking
I love
so
you long time.
We'll continue this next time, but this was the first episode,
Okay.
and like I said, we
Go
have.
fuck yourselves.
I am a boner.
I'm erect.
All right, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll have an episode out hopefully next week. Everybody say bye.
Kill yourselves.
Bye.